holding on Memam and Aleph. So the previous Shakla Vitaria, I'm not going to go into because it's slightly back and forth, a little bit isolated as we try to figure out the Kedusha and the permissibility of the lulav in particular. That's what we're holding. And we got involved in what is the benefit of a lulav. Is it come at the same moment that it's burned? Does it come afterwards? Different type of wood, etc. So that leads us into a new conversation, which is a first cousin. Not really a first cousin, it's the exact same conversation, but you'll see in a moment. Says the Gemara, Ve'itzim lahasaka tanai. This concept of wood lahasaka, that is going to be burnt, tanai, it is imachloikes tanai. Again, we're about 15 lines from the bottom. The first word in line is lahasaka. So basically, as we're going to see in a moment, the whole previous discussion, how do you benefit from burning wood? Is it a simultaneous benefit? Is it a benefit afterwards? That machlokes is a machlokes tanaim. Just looks like that Gemara is about to fall. It's bothering me. No, it's not. It's not. Is there a book? Is there a bookend there? Sorry, my ADHD caught the best of me. It's good. Lahasaka means it's going to be burnt. Eitzim lahasaka shkayach. I was watching the whole domino effect as I was talking. I apologize. Thank you. I was just watching it fall as I was talking. I mean, it wasn't falling, but Shalom Ramanach. Ve'itzim lahasaka, and wood lahasaka, to be burnt. Tanoi, that is a machlokes tanoi. Before we even see the Gemara, if you want for a quick moment, look at Rashi. Rashi, about 8 lines into the medium-sized lines, Rashi says, "Hey Gimel" means Hachi Garsina, and this is the appropriate girsa. Eitzim dehasaka tanoi, ve'eitzim dehasaka gufayu. This idea of burning wood, which is what? Shehane asan. When is the benefit? Achar bi'uran. After it is burnt, Tanohi, it is a machlokes tanoim. If what? Inahagu behu shvius. Is there kedusha shvius on it? Eloi. As we're about to see in the Gemara. So let's see. That when the hana is? No. Good. Meaning there are, and the reason why I say no is because, as we saw in the previous Gemara, and as we'll see in a moment, there's different types of wood. And there are woods that the benefit will be simultaneous. Their benefit to the wood will not be. Whether it has Kedusha Shvius when the benefit is after, that is a machlokes tanaim, as you'll see in a moment very clearly. De Tanya, as we learned in a brisa. No. We're literally where we're up to. Eitzim Sukkah tonight, about 15 lines from the bottom. De Tanya, as we learned in a brisa. In Maestrin Peiros Shvius, you cannot give over the fruit of Shemitah, Loi lemishra, veloi lekavusa. Now, mishra and kavusa are 2 types of kavusa is laundry. Mishra is for soaking. It means that you soak it in this item.
Mishra is soaking?
Yeah, we'll say it. There's probably a more appropriate article term for it, but that's what I'm going to translate at it. One is you soak it in there. One is that you scrub it with it. The point of the story is, ein maestrin peirish shvius. Peirish shvius cannot be given over. Leila mishra v'leila kvusa. Okay, can't as detergent. Everything will be clear in one moment. Rav Yossi Omer, no, you could use them for this called detergent, this laundering process. Why? What's going on over here? Says the Gemara, my time of the Tanakama. Why does the Tanakama not allow you to use your Peroi Shemitah for laundry? The pasuk says, La'achla. What are Peroi Shemitah to be used for? Eating. Veloi lemishra, veloi likvusa. Okay, you have to dafka eat it, and not what? And not use it for laundry. Okay. Good. Everyone's on the ball. Let's let the Gemara. We know a little bit too much right now. That's why it's a little bit hard. Let's let the Gemara develop itself. The Gemara is going to go into all these details. Says the Gemara, my time to Rabbi Yosi. So where does Rabbi Yosi come from? That says what? You could, yes, use it for laundry. Amar Kra. Lochem. Lochem, it's for you. Lechol tzarcheichem. For all your usages. Ve'afilu, and even lemishra likvusa. Okay, so at step number 1, it's a machlokes. How? Oh, that's what we're about to get to. And as we get to the proverbial game of Gemara ping pong, throwing the ball back and forth, we're going to flush out this precise detail of when the benefit is. But says the Gemara, step 1, I'm soaking, and Rashi says it's in wine. Apparently, wine is a good detergent agent. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't wine make it dirty? Yeah, exactly. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niyeh b'dorei.
I know, so back in the day when they talked about wine, it wasn't wine 15% like we have now.
So says the Gemara.
Heavy wine, you know?
So says the Gemara, seemingly it's a machlokes and psukim. One sheet that goes with la'achla, and one sheet that goes with locha. Says the Gemara, so the Tanakama that says you're not allowed to use it because it's only for achila. Hoksiv lochem. The Torah says lochem. Answers the Gemara. Hahu lochem. That lochem is dumya dilachila. So now we start to understand what's going on over here. Let's grab another chair. Oh, I got you. Says the Gemara. What now we start to understand what's going on over here. Says the Gemara. According to Tanakama, it says lochem. Answers the Gemara that lochem has to be similar to eating. So now it makes a lot of sense because we have 2 psukim. A 1 ampere shmita is lachla for you to eat it. Another ampere shmita is lochem for you. Lochem is very expansive for you, for everything.
We learned it also for you.
La'achla means what? Just eating. So how does the Tanakama put the 2 together? Says the Tanakama, for you, for eating, the 2 have to work together. It has to be a form of lochem, which is similar to eating. What does it mean it's similar to eating? And this is where we finally get to our point of the story. About 10 lines in the bottom, the first one line is lochem. Mi shahana asai ubi urai shaveh. What does it mean? It has to be like achila. It means the hana, the benefit. The bi'urai, its destruction, is simultaneous. When I eat something, the moment I eat it, I benefit from it. When I drink something, the moment I drink it, I benefit from it. Says the Gemara, that's the detail the Peirush Shmita has to be. Whereas Yatsu, that excludes Mishra Kvusa, if I'm using the Peirush Shmita to soak my shirt in it, am I getting benefit the moment it's soaking? No. Shana Asan is Achar Biuran. The Hana is after its destruction. So Tanakama holds, now this is really where our machlokes tanoim we're looking for is, Tanakama holds, la'achem, la'achla, put them together. It's for you for everything in the mannerism of eating. What does it mean in the mannerism of eating? Like you eat something. You eat it, the food is destroyed, you benefit simultaneously. That's what Peirush Shmita requires. And therefore, to use it as a laundry detergent is not simultaneous. That's the Tanakama. So now we have Rabbi Yosi. The Rabbi Yosi, Haksiv la'achla. according to Rabbi Yossi, what do we do with the fact that the pasuk says only for achila? Rabbi Yossi said lochem for everything. Answers the Gemara. Rabbi Yossi says no. Ahu, you know what la'achla teaches us? Mi ba'ilei, we need it. La'achla for eating. V'loi limilugma. You can't use it for plaster, literally, which means they would put they would use items as like a band-aid, like a medicinal ointment. Good. V'loi limilugma, and not for plaster. So,
Yeah.
so
He said,
And for refuah, it heals right away. You put whatever, white trace and everything.
good. Good.
how's that not Sarcheta?
Very good question. Very good question. The Gemara is still developing. Let's get there. But for the moment, what have we seen so far? That the Tanakamas of the opinion, Hana and Bi'uran is Shaveh, and seemingly Rav Yossi disagrees. And Rav Yossi seemingly doesn't care about that tonight. Doesn't have to be the same time. That
But Rav
if
Yossi
it's
saying
so,
he
one
can
second.
have it for-
One second, let me just speak out. It sounds like according to Rav Yossi, Perish does for everything. You're getting benefit afterwards. That's okay. What's the one thing you cannot do for medicinal purposes? Now you're all bothered. Why not? I don't understand. Good question. Let's get there. So again, the Tanakama says.
I don't even understand the question at all to Rabbi Yossi. Like,
Well, 'cause
does
Rab-
he do the
what does he do
he's
to work?
saying it's everything.
I'm
He
gonna
already has
one
the
dot.
pasuk
Thank
for
you.
what he needed.
Also says lachem.
Okay.
Right.
So the Gemara is asking, but it says lachem la'achla. Rabbi Yossi, how are you mastering it for something that's not?
I'll say it a different way. If I tell you, lachem is everything. Everything means everything. You can't now come and say, "Oh, but you have to eat it." No, you just told me everything.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the kasha. So that's the kasha.
With the
Correct
other
the
one,
Gemara.
where the Tanakama holds one thing and not the other thing. Okay, then you wonder what does he do with the other
That's the
thing.
same kasha.
But to Rabbi Yossi, why is there even a kasha to begin with? He says everything. So
No.
he doesn't need a second pasuk.
Right.
He doesn't need the other.
That's the kasha. So why does the Torah say it?
Here's the pasuk.
Why does it say la'achla?
So what does the Torah do with the pasuk? You're right, Mamish. That's the kasha. The Torah says a word. According to Rabbi Yossi, take out the Bible with your eraser and cut out the word la'achla. What's it doing there? You just told me it means everything. Moses didn't mess up. God didn't mess up. What's the word doing there? Also says Rabbi Yossi achedesh means to exclude medicine, which is very shver. Asking everyone,
Medicine.
only la'achla and not medicine. But everyone's asking, hi, lochem, lachotzeichem. Oh, good. Slow. So, lachotzeichem, everything. Oh, good. So that's the kasha. Good. You're all asking the same kasha. Very good. Hit the Tanya. Let's see. As we learned in a brisa, la'achla, says the brisa, you have to use Peroi Shemitah to eat it, veloi limelugma, and not for medicine, we'll call it. So now asks the brisa, or speaks out the brisa, Ata oimer, you're telling me la'achla for eating, veloi limelugma, and not for medicine. But wait, or maybe Ella Viloi Likvusa. Says the Gemara, everyone's kasha here. Says the Gemara, you're picking and choosing. Not refuah. But laundering, yes. Why? Because lachem. Shkoyach, how do you know what to say? Answers the Gemara. Kisheu Aimer, when the pasuk says lachem, harili kvusa amor. Oh. So we already know laundering, yes. Hamani makayem la'achla. So what do I do with the pasuk of la'achla? Okay. Ask the Gemara, my rois. My rois is the greatest kasha. What in the world? How do you know? L'rabba, he says, akvusa, to include laundry. The kasha that everyone here asks. Fred the Gemara, I don't understand. Lachem includes laundry. La'achla excludes medicine. Maroyis, how do you know? How do you know how to weigh the two? How do you know to yes include laundry and to exclude medicine? So we turn over to Amid Beis, says the Gemara, I'll explain it to you. Mar ba'aniyas akavusa. You know why I'm including laundry? Sheshave bechol adam. It's equal for everyone, says the top Rashi. Shehakol tzrichin la. Everyone needs it. Kimoy achila. Sheshave b'chol adam. When I'm looking, so now we're understanding the depth that I really have two things. I'm including everything, but I gotta exclude something. So when I have to choose, says Rabbi Yossi, has to be similar. So everyone needs to eat, everyone needs laundry. Whereas on the flip side, umaytzias amalugma, I exclude medicine. She'eino yishaveh b'chol adam. Not everyone is sick. So says Rabbi Yossi, when on one hand, lochem is everything, on the other hand, la'achla is only eating, you know what I really learn? I go to the depth of what is achila. Achila is something that everyone needs. So when I'm going to come to include everything that everyone needs, when I'm going to come to say, well, I have to exclude something because the Torah wrote that word la'achla, I'm not erasing it. Oh, I'm gonna exclude something that not everyone needs.
Oh, sorry. Everyone needs.
Very good. Now is a new type. Very good, Ramanach. Doesn't just mean everything. It means everyone's need that everyone has an equal capability or need for. Very good. So comes out. So now we have a Moiridik Machloikes of Yossi and Tanakama, which we started off today, that Eitzin Lahasaka Machloikes Tanoim, that when I burn something and the benefit comes afterwards, it's a Machloikes Tanoim, whether that is something I'm allowed to use for Shemitah. What's the Machloikes? According to Tanakama, Shemitah could only be used for something that the two go at the same time. Like Achila, just like Achila no and Birashave, so too would. That's the Tanakama. According to Rabbi Yossi, no sheikhis. According to Rabbi Yossi, Ayah comes after, that's fine. So what do you do with the psukim? It includes something that is shaveh, that is equal to all people. Now that is the end of our machlekes tonight. Yes.
Wait, the whole maflokis is how do you translate shava? Simultaneously or equal? Because that's the essence of their maflokis here. The Yossi is saying it has to be equal for everybody, and Akal is saying it has to happen at the same time. That's what they're arguing. Is the word shava, how do you translate it? Are you translating it as simultaneous or equal?
So
They have to be on the same. Over there, it's simultaneously over here.
According to the Tanakh, that's what.
no, I'll tell you. Shirley's pointing out in the previous Gemara, Rashi said the word shava here is a funny word. Because shava means equal, doesn't mean equal. So Rashi taught us koloimar means us at the same moment. So Shirley's pointing out that according to the other shita, very interesting, very interesting. That is the end of this part of the Gemara. Now the Gemara now is in classical Gemara terms. We're going to stop here. I want to give time to Chazar because each piece has to be built on the next. Just a foreshadowing, the Gemara now is going to continue. Man Tan Rabbanan, who is the Shita that we just quoted of La'achla V'loi? It's Rav Yossi. Who is that Shita? We're now going to go one step deeper, which really is going to be a left turn, and we're going to get more Josh's Chulu. Siyat Shemaya. Siyat Shemaya tomorrow.